When she asked the little kid what he was doing, he said, "There's a little boy up there," and pointed at the ceiling. No. N-O. I don't want things flying off the wall. That should sound like a bus. Hold on. It's a motorcycle for a funeral. And I'm talking shit. Ugh. I'm such a bad person. Welcome back to another episode. Thank you for tuning in, everyone who keeps watching every week and supporting. So I just want to start off by saying, if you want to like, comment, subscribe to this YouTube channel or to any of the other platforms that the podcast is on, I would love you forever. I post every Thursday. I'm going to school and trying to put this content out for you guys. So a like, a comment, share would be wonderful. Let's hang out, okay? Let's come and talk, or you listen to me talk at you. If you're like at work or washing dishes, picking up around the house. See, we're just chilling. Two girlies just chilling. But today we are talking about something completely different. I am trying to bring you stuff that I like personally, and I like ghost stories. Do I believe in ghosts? Yes. Have I ever had a ghost experience? No, and I don't want to. So I'm coming to you today from my bed, if you're not watching this and listening to this on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. I'm chilling in my bed. If you want me to describe, my bed sheets are like nude, and I'm wearing a green sweater and a blue cap with cool, it's not mine. Today I found some Reddit stories that I wanted to read on here. The title of this thread is "People Who Used to Not Believe in Ghosts But Do Now. What Experience Changed Your Mind?" So just sit back, relax. Story number 1. This is a short one. Oh, when I was in my late 20s, I was dating my girlfriend, soon to be wife. We had been together for a while. One summer, July 3rd, her sister was abducted and killed by a group of men. All the men were eventually caught and tried. The trials and aftermath for the family were devastating and debilitating for them for many, many years. Fast forward 3 months after the funeral. I arrived at my girlfriend's house to wait for her to get off from her job as a nurse at a local hospital. Neither of her parents were home, just me alone in the house. So I went to the family room, turned on the TV, sat down in the couch, got comfortable, and began to watch. Clear as a bell, I heard my girlfriend's sister's voice in my right ear, just off my shoulder, call my name. I turned to look at the seat next to me, and of course there was nobody there. I stared at the spot in the couch next to me for a long while. Feeling a bit uneasy, I turned off the TV and went outside to wait on the porch. Holy shit. I think that's kind of sad. Like, the sister got killed in that one, and then she came back. So I don't know. I don't think I would be freaked out if a loved one reached out to me. Quick side note. Shortly after my grandmother passed, I've never had a ghost experience before, but I've definitely had just weird instances. So, right after I got home, from my grandmother's funeral, which was held in Puerto Rico, I came home, I think the next morning. I took a shower and I heard the cabinet kind of creak open. But I was in the shower being sad and thinking about her, and then I heard the door creak open, and I'm like, I did not open that and I didn't leave that open. So I don't know, was it her? Hopefully. Hey grandma. Love you, Mai. Te quiero, te extraño. And the second experience that I had was just shortly after my father passed. I flew out, I think the next day, and they were looking for a passenger on the plane, a missing passenger named Luis, which is my dad's name, and he never showed. And that was creepy because I was like, I do not want to go with you, Dad. Like, I'm chilling right now. Like, please don't take me, especially like, but it was kind of comforting. I'm like, maybe he's watching over us, you know? I don't know. Some people have some direct experiences with ghosts in the afterlife, and I totally believe them, to be honest. Second story. My wife and I swear that our daughter used to talk to ghosts when she was a toddler. She was an only child at the time. First instance I remember was her telling me that she was talking to Nana. That's what I called my grandmother, who passed about 15 years before my daughter was born. My daughter was young, and so I hadn't even talked about Nana to her. So I showed her a picture and asked who she spoke to. There were 4 women, 3 of which I didn't even know, but without hesitation, she pointed to my Nana. Okay, no biggie. Some months later, my wife and I are trying for baby number 2. After my wife gets pregnant, my daughter is sitting next to her on the couch and puts her head on her belly and says, "Mommy, there's a baby in there." Okay, maybe that's a coincidence. She overheard us saying something. A few weeks later, my wife miscarries. Maybe my daughter picked up on our sadness, who knows, but again, she puts her head on her stomach and says, "Mommy, there's no baby in there anymore." Then several months later, and one more, very early miscarriage later, my daughter tells us, "I was talking to my brother last night and he said that my sister is coming to live with me soon." Again, she's an only child and had no living brother. We were still trying at this point and had not taken any tests. We picked up one that night and sure enough, pregnant. When time came to reveal the gender, I wasn't even interested. My daughter had already said it was a girl. Sure enough, I have 2 daughters. Oh, that's so sweet. See? Kids pick up on that shit. Kids and animals, like, I like to think that my 2 dogs are going to protect me, but they're kind of dumb. But they're cute. Oh, somebody said, "I would like to be scared. Please and thank you." I'm home alone, so I'm reading these and these are cute, but I'm kind of like scared for the scary ones to come. This third story starts like this. Ooh, I have a story. So in high school, I worked kids' birthday parties. The place was basically a giant gym, and gymnastics/dance classes were also held there. One day I came in, and one of the girls I worked with, who was very spiritual and religious, was totally freaked out. During the gymnastics class she taught me that morning, one of the kids was staring up at the ceiling. When she asked the little kid what he was doing, he said, "There's a little boy up there," and pointed at the ceiling. No. N-O. They write, "Strange enough, but whatever. Kids are weird." Later, 2 girls who were working a birthday party before mine came out of the gym and were visibly shaken. A pair of 5-year-old twins went down a slide and then stared at the ceiling. They both said there was a little boy up there in the same spot on the ceiling that the kid from the morning gymnastics class had said. We all went in and inspected the ceiling. Of course, it was just a regular gray warehousey ceiling, but we were all super freaked out at that point. During my party, I was pushing a little boy on the giant swing we had in the gym. He, too, began to stare at the ceiling. He said directly to my face, "Hey, there's a little boy up there." We told all of our coworkers and managers about the 3 separate experiences we had today with children from different parties and classes seeing a little boy on the ceiling. The next day, we had downtime between parties and nobody was in the gym. There are cameras in the gym that allowed parents to see their children playing from the lobby. My manager called us out of the break room. "Guys, check this out." We come out and see the screen, which is streaming from the gym, showing that giant swing going back and forth. Nobody's in there. It's just the swing going. I like to think that the ghost is truly a little boy who just wanted to play and he finally got 2 on the swing. Could be worse. Someone said, "At least he waited his turn." Very polite ghost. All right, story number 4 that I found. My girlfriend's grandfather's ashes were on a little shelf in the living room right next to a very solid / heavy angel statue. Well, one weekend, she and I are fooling around on the living room couch, and out of the corner of my eye, I see the angel statue fly off the wall, accompanied with a deep grunt. See, when ghosts start to move shit, that is scary to me. Like, what? No. Goodbye. Now, when I say this thing flew off the wall, I'm talking 7 to 8 feet of air before landing on the hard wood and leaving a dent where the wing hit. Even if this thing had fell off the wall, it would have dropped straight down, not soared with force. Well, we both stood there in shock, and I whispered if she had heard the grunt as well, to which she agreed. So we both booked it for the day. Well, that night at dinner, we told her parents what happened, leaving out the naughty bit. And Megan's younger sister burst into tears, saying she had seen a dark figure at the foot of her bed the last couple nights, but didn't want anyone to think she was crazy. Grandfather that died had mental health issues that caused a lot of pain. Well, after that day, I was a believer. So they probably think it was the grandfather's ghost. Well, obviously, his ashes were on the little shelf in the living room. Ooh, that's scary. And I don't want that to happen to me. I come in peace. This is story number 5. This is another sweet one. And then I have another one, stick till the end, that's very creepy. All right, story number 5. Mine is secondhand. My stepmom and my dad used to work opposite shifts there for a while. He was on nights, her on days. They had a set of baby monitors from when my sister and I were babies. My dad said they could record short messages with them and they would leave them out on the coffee table for the other to hear when they got home from their shift. This went on for a bit, and once their shifts lined up, they put the monitors away in storage. She died of cancer at a really young age, and my dad had just gotten back from the funeral and was home alone. He spent that night going through their things, packing some of their stuff away. He said he had one of the baby monitors sitting out on the coffee table, and it woke him up in the middle of the night with an old message going off on repeat that she had recorded. It said, "I love you, Mike. I love you, Mike," over and over. My dad told me he just sat on the couch in the dark and listened to her message until the batteries died. Oh my God. Is anyone else sobbing? A couple of weeks later, he had picked us kids up for the weekend. After my sister and I went inside, he said he was sitting on the porch smoking and a strong gust of wind blew, and he said he could smell her perfume that she always wore. It scared me hearing those stories as a kid, but now I can see the beauty and peace in those experiences. That is so sweet. Those are the kind of experiences I want. I don't want that scary shit. I don't want things flying off the wall. Like, geez. Last story. When I was a kid, my brother and I would get stuck with babysitting the neighbor's kid. His name was Alex. Alex was really fond of my Lego set that I had in the corner of my room. Facing the window, he would play for hours, while my brother and I would play video games in the living room. So one night when I fell asleep on the couch while babysitting, my brother came to me and said, "Alex, what is under your bed and shaking?" I asked, "What's wrong with him?" My brother told me to unfollow him into the room and try to talk him back out from under the bed. I go inside to find him on the verge of tears as he was trembling profusely under my bed. I asked Alex, "What's wrong? Why are you under there?" Alex whimpered, "It," while looking at my sliding closet. As I walked toward the bed in order to help him out, he ran. He ran all the way back over to his house and waited on his front steps until his parents got home. Now my parents were out to dinner with his, and he explained the whole story in detail to both his parents and mine. His explanation sent shivers down my spine when my brother and I left the house to meet up with his parents and find out what happened. My mom told me that Alex was playing with my Legos and heard a slight murmur from the closet. Something that resembled a faint vocalization of, "Come here." He said that he looked behind him and noticed the closet had a slight opening with light peering in from my lamp. He stared at the crack until he saw an eyelid open. No! He told us that there was a man in my closet. Alex then hid under my bed after he gave out a slight yelp, which attracted my brother's attention. My family rushes back into my house and into my room. In horror, we find my closet door rocked open. We still don't know what force we were reckoning after that evening. Thank God nothing more severe happened. That shit was scary. The eyelid open from the closet, that story was scary. And I'm home alone. I love reading the comments under those stories because people are so unserious. It makes me laugh. Let me know what story was the creepiest to you. My two loves of the week. Actually, I have a love and I have a hate. My first love. School did start this week. How do I feel about it? I kind of like it. And actually, I do like it. I kind of love it, to be honest. I love being busy with school and learning things. That makes me feel really good. It's really cool to be in a learning environment like that. And it does cost a lot of money, though. I will say, school is too expensive. Can we just make it affordable, please? Anyways, I'm loving school. I am hating this weather. I want to film outside. I want to be on a picnic bench and literally just chill with you and drink a little coffee like I'm doing right now. But it's so cold here in upstate New York. It's actually raining today. And the snow is turning to slush and it's 20 degrees. The sun doesn't come out as often in the winter, but I just miss summer. I miss spring and summer. I am a spring, summer, fall girl. Winter is cute for pictures and stuff, or if you go sledding, it's really fun. But after a while, you just get fucking annoyed. Come on, spring, do your thing. I do want to get a green screen just to play around with so I can create better content for you guys. There's only so many rooms in my apartment that I can film in, so I also like this homey feel. You know what I mean? I want my podcast to feel like we're hanging out, we're chatting. I appreciate everyone for sticking through till the end. I actually feel like I'm gonna take a nap. Today's Thursday. If you're listening to this on the day that it drops, the weekend's coming. You did it. You did another fucking week. I just want everybody to, keep trudging through, keep living life, be positive. Don't let people bring you down. Well, thank you for listening to my episode today. Thank you for hanging out with me. If you did like that episode, remember, comment, subscribe, or follow it on any of the platforms. And if you do want to hear more stuff like that once in a while, let me know, because I love ghost stories and I appreciate you listening so much. And I'll see you next time.